Look, y'all, I had saw a video about this and I was like, what the hell is this sculpture? Where is that? And what is that worm, bitch? So look, that's the Cassani worm statue and it's located in the Medici chapels in Florence, Italy, bitch. It is a military trophy. So in the Medici family, look, their name literally comes from, no, it made the name medical doctor. It means medical doctor. And I'm like, why they got a statue of a military knight with a worm in his head, bitch? But look, apparently them niggas was getting worms left and right, bitch. And the worm that was coming out the night in the first picture was a nematode, bitch. That's what that was. Let me tell you about this shit. Apparently, there's been a lot of breakthrough with the nematode and RNA interference and DNA and all that stuff. The nematode glows in the dark, bitch. And look, all this is going to make sense. It's going to make sense in a minute. Don't rush me. But it glows in the dark. Look, to make them niggas glow, you need two chemicals in their bodies. A substrate called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase, bitch. And that's how, you get them niggas to light up like that. Wait, because that's not all. They've been using those little juices from the nematode for genetic modification and genetic manipulation. Bitch, they've been inserting genes, knocking out genes, manipulating certain genes, transferring genes across species, bitch. With this, they use the nematode and use light to control his muscles, bitch. And not just any light, blue light, bitch. They can control, alter, observe, and investigate how neurons, muscles, and circuits ultimately produce behavior in animals using the blue light. They'd have made a robo-worm, but what they want to call it organism-based micro-robots. Y'all probably sitting there like, what this got to do with me? But let me tell you, because a lot of y'all got this behavior modification, genetically modified worm juice in y'all.
You explain the gene-altering aspects of this vaccine, and when Moderna says that their mRNA technology is the, quote, software of life, what exactly are they talking about?
Well, again, we are not using a normal way of making a vaccine. We are putting a code inside of you. It's recombinant, part from nature and part synthetic, synthesized. And so it's a genetic code, and what they're doing is putting an envelope around it with nanolipid particles. It's nanotechnology. The nanotechnology is there to ensure it sneaks past your body's defenses, because normally your body would kill something like this immediately or disintegrate. So it sneaks past the defenses into your cell and then tricks your cell into making that code, which is literally the spike protein or part of the virus. You'll be spitting out bits of the virus.
Homo borgiensis is the species that they have named vaccinated people, and I use the term vaccinated loosely. The genetically modified people are now referred to as Homo borgiensis, not Homo sapiens. You can see it in the very first, I think it's the second page actually, in the NASA Langley research paper on fifth generation warfare.
The Supreme Court has ruled that vaccinated people worldwide are products. They are now patented goods. According to U.S. law, which can be verified, people who have been vaccinated no longer qualify as humans, and therefore they can no longer be categorized as human beings. In essence, this means that those vaccinated are no longer subject to national or international law. Since 2013, all people vaccinated with genetically modified mRNAs are legally transhuman and legally identified as transhuman.